Hi everyone, welcome to week 5 of Educational Psychology. It's pretty crazy to believe we're already in week 5, but I'm really excited to have you all here, and I think you've been doing an awesome job so far with everything. So thank you for continuing to be timely with all of your assignments, for obviously working very hard on them. You've demonstrated a lot of learning so far, and I'm really impressed overall. So this week we'll be covering Chapter 5, but first I'll just cover some logistical announcements. Hopefully you all saw my announcement last week indicating that my office hours will be changing this week. So on Tuesday, I'll be holding office hours the typical time from 2:15 to 3:15, but for the rest of the week, I will be out of town at a professional conference in Baltimore. So although I'll be available via email, or if you need to like video chat or something, we can do that. I won't be available on campus, but just shoot me an email if you need me next week. I'll be checking it daily. It may take me like up to a day to get back to you, but nonetheless, I will definitely be getting back to you soon. So moving right along to our agenda this week, please read the chapter for this. It's always important to read the chapters, but for this chapter and the subsequent chapter 6 as well, it's extremely important because these are two of the most challenging topics that students tend to struggle a little more with, although eventually you'll all master it, I'm sure, just like students in previous semesters, with repetition and practice. So to start off, I recommend reading the chapter and then watch the recorded lecture. There's a lot of examples included in there this week, and you'll have some practice opportunities for yourself to kind of master or at least try some of the more tough topics first, and then I hope you'll reach mastery through that practice, and then ultimately when I'm providing the feedback to you through your check for understanding activities. So there's 5 prompts this week. They're again recorded or embedded within the recorded lecture, so make sure you catch all 5 and just try your best. As long as you include all of the material and I can tell that you made a conscious effort. If there's any kind of errors in there, for the most part, I'll just be correcting them through my feedback. I am unlikely to dock points unless something is really kind of off there. So there's a few other supplemental videos for you to watch this week just to get more exposure to this material. One of the videos is, well, 2 of the videos are clips from TV shows. So there's an example of classical conditioning from The Office and operant conditioning from The Big Bang Theory. So I don't have answers posted about what each of those is in relation to the terms that you'll be referencing or learning about this week in each of those examples. But I encourage you, after you've gone through all of this, to just try on your own to fit the terminology that you'll be learning with those examples and give that a try. Lastly, you'll be completing your second classroom observation reflection paper. That video is titled The Power of RTI, which stands for Response to Intervention, which you'll learn. Classroom management strategies from K through 6, and that is 1 hour and 5 minutes, 1 hour and 5 minutes in duration. So although this video is geared towards K through 6, I encourage you, even if you're teaching another age group, to try to draw upon some of the similarities that you can pull from the techniques that they use, the principles of RTI, and if that fits at all in your profession, whether that's just in education with another age group or if you're in a completely different profession, whether that maybe be SLP or counseling, something like that. There's always some connections to be made there. So importantly, very, very, very importantly, we changed the rubric for this assignment, which I had mentioned before, but the rubric is here now, so please make sure you're referencing the new rubric. So I will completely eliminate the old rubric from D2L, so in your syllabus, in the rubric section, and then within this module, the new rubric will be posted. But if you have downloaded anything from before and the old rubric is in there, obviously I can't change anything you've downloaded. So please make sure you download the new rubric and follow that. I think it'll be much easier for you to complete this assignment with this new rubric because the emphasis is on what you knew about this topic before, questions you might have, things that you've learned, how you can apply it, and any remaining questions you have, essentially. So it's much more applicable for the format of the videos, and I think much more beneficial for your learning. But if you have any questions about that rubric or this assignment in general, just please reach out to me and I'll be happy to help. So I think that's all I have for this week, and thank you all for being patient with me as I kind of work out some of these glitches, like the quiz issue last week. I think you should be able to see all your feedback now, your correct and incorrect responses, and hopefully you find my feedback useful on the weekly check for understanding activities. And overall, thanks for your patience again, and have a great week, everyone. Thank you.